Hello, hello, hello. I'm just waiting for people to tap in for real to the live.
What's going? All right,
I'm
bet.
trying to low key wait for some people to tap in, but even if they don't, like it's still gonna be recorded on my YouTube, so people gonna see it.
Bet. Hey, I'm gonna, I'm gonna go down the street to try something real quick. I'm gonna stay on the live though. You
Okay.
think you just let me know how the connection be. It ain't gonna take me longer than 10 minutes to get back to that.
If you disconnect, I think you just gotta click the link again.
All right. I just want you to know. Let me know if it's bad. If the signal get bad.
Okay.
Hey, how you doing? Good. But yeah, we can do that. We should talk. Wait 10 minutes till I get back,
All right.
and that should.
I should give people time.
Yeah.
I'm about to share it on my community tab too.
All right, bet. I'm gonna let you know when I connect. But my signal good around here though. I don't know if I'm on Wi-Fi right now, but I don't want to check it. I'll just let it connect by itself.
All right.
I'm about to share it too.
Yo, yo, yo. We need everybody tapping into this conversation. Like, okay, we got two people on there. We got two
Great,
people
great,
on there.
great. Yeah, I just shared it on mine too. The signal sound good.
Yeah, it's all good.
Bet.
We need everybody to share this live if you
What we talking
can.
about today?
Corrupt Christianity.
All right, bet. Let me know if this truck too loud. Anybody in the comment? How you doing, Empress?
Hey.
If my truck too loud, let me know. I'm gonna be out in 10 minutes.
Also, this live is for like people that's leaving religion or people that just been left religion. So, we don't want to offend anybody, but this is, conscious conversations we're having. So just be mindful of that. But this is a safe space. If you guys got any questions, obviously we don't know everything, but we just here to spread a positive message. Okay.
Exactly. Anything coming from me is no hate, and it's just my experience with the religion. That's it. It ain't nothing more, nothing less. So, okay, boy. But if you
I
want to
mean,
get started a little bit, we can.
I will say it is three people in here. Sure, we could get to cooking.
Yeah, I might pull over and just stop and just stay on here and just talk and wait to do what I gotta do.
She said, I didn't even know that the younger generations was still religious.
They're not. They say it. They have the label, but they don't really follow the religion. It wouldn't be a problem if they actually lived what the religion said, but that's one thing I see is like a lot of people post Bible quotes, but go to the club, get drunk the same weekend, and on Sunday they in the back in the church.
I think also a lot of young people, they just claiming that because that's what they grew up in and they not ready to either leave it or their family won't accept them if they leave it. So,
Right, conditioning. And then that conditioning sticks with us for a lifetime. Cause I still have conditioning from being a Christian. Devontae can tell you, man. I say Jesus and Lord a lot. I call on Jesus. My mama would say, "Why do you call on Jesus and if you don't believe in him?" It's just conditioning. I can't help it.
That's facts though. Like sometimes I probably will say it, but it's not like an everyday thing. But um, we just gotta reprogram our minds that from that state from religion.
Is my truck too loud or are we good?
Oh yeah, we good.
All right.
Somebody said exactly they claim Christianity, but celebrate it with fully.
Yeah, and that's the thing. A lot of people in the streets pray to Jesus, but they be spinning on their ops, and it makes no sense. Love thy neighbor. That's one of the 10 Commandments, isn't it? I might be
Yeah.
wrong. It might not be a 10 Commandment,
I think it
but
might
it's
be like a Bible verse or something like that. It's somewhere in that Bible.
yeah. I know it's probably a 10 Commandment that says something about loving all the people on the earth. Most it has to be even your enemy. It was still pity for Satan. God still gave pity for Satan. He said it could have been worse than what he got. So
Yeah, and then like she said, I didn't know the younger generations were still religious. You got a lot of younger generations coming out the church though. You got
exactly.
pastors stepping down. You got it's a lot of people that's falling back from the church. I feel because they're seeing that it's not necessarily genuine, and they're doing the research and they're finding out things. So
It was a pastor. He was probably around 50 years old when he stopped being a pastor. He was saying the reason he stopped believing in Christianity is because he was trying to prove how real it was. And the deeper that he was trying to get to prove it, he was figuring out it's not as concrete as we think. And and that's what made me get to the point I am in. I wanted to discover. I got put on with spirituality, then I tried to go back to Christianity, and just could see through a lot of things. I can't even sit through a regular sermon without thinking deeper. And also, the pastor will say great things. You just have to learn how to discern what is for you. And because the pastor will tell you something and people will use it for their situation when it really does not align with their situation. But
yeah, yeah. But I think I want to get into the heaven and hell concept and stuff like that, and how people are being fear mongered to believe that they're really gonna go to hell for, just simply bad mistakes or bad choices.
right. Well, I want to give a little story time of PTSD. I told Devontae about it. I was maybe 3 years old. My grandmother, I did something bad at my great grandmother's house. She said, "Go in there, cut the stove on high, and put your hand on it." She said, "And that's how hell gonna feel." And I have PTSD. That was fear mongering, and that is something that made me scared of being bad. But that's really what it is. I don't. It's not necessarily being bad, but following beliefs that are outdated.
Yeah, definitely. And I
Yeah,
think
that
a lot of it too is a lot of this is passed down information that people are just repeating and going off of. They're not actually finding it for themselves. A lot of people claim that they're Christian because their family is Christian, or somebody took them to church one day and stuff like that. They didn't actually do the research before they start claiming these things. And that's my whole thing about it, is like people really need to look into these religions before they start claiming them.
and one thing that's healthy, in my opinion, with religion, to be open to learning new things. Don't just think your religion is the end all be all. It's okay to be religious, but be open to always learn. That's one thing that just does not fit right with me in religion. the pastor is always right. The kids need to listen to the adults. When the adults really don't know what's going on, the kids are coming because it's a whole new time. So we're trying to lead the way for the adults, but they're not really, they're too conditioned. That's why it's up to us to get on here and talk like this, make these changes.
Definitely, definitely. And then you got a lot of abuse normalized in religion. People don't want to talk about that, about the normalized abuse, like fear mongering. That's that fear mongering somebody, that's abuse. If you don't do as I say, oh, this gonna happen to you. That's a threat, basically.
You're gonna burn in hell because you're not listening to me. That's what I got. And I love my great grandmother, but that's just how it was. Cause my mama said I would. Exactly. I never been Christian. I never was cool. Like people, my mom used to tell me, yeah, Larry never pays attention. I listened to everything that the pastor said. I didn't. It never sit right with me. And praying never sit right with me. Can I give a little story time on that?
Yeah.
So I was probably about 13 years old or 12 to 13. And this is when I first got put on with spirituality. Maybe the past year I was totally against religion. Not against it, but it wasn't for me at that moment. So I told my grandmother, I was like, yeah, I ain't been praying in like 2 years. And then she was like, oh, I didn't know it was that bad. And all this, I knew something was wrong, but not that bad. So I tried to pray that night, and exactly the way she told me, and I could feel outside my room some type of dark energy. Like it couldn't come in my room, but I could feel something watching me through the walls. It felt like. And that same night, I got up under my covers. I'm like, I'm never praying again. I'm never saying talking to Jesus. I'm never doing that because. And then when I told people about this, they said, "Oh, those were demons trying to keep you away from Jesus." But why, as a child, I'm innocent? Why are demons come trying to come in between? I understand we're all on even playing field, but if I have all these Christian family members, why are demons coming after me for praying? It just didn't sit right.
Yeah. And I also think too, for children, I think a lot of children are born knowing that it's not right and stuff like that. Because why do you have so many parents trying to force this on their kids? Why do you have so many parents try to force them to participate in church? And then here's another thing. This is how I feel when it comes to the babies and the whole christening and stuff like that. I feel like that's a ritual right there.
Doing what I don't know what christening is. What
When
is that?
they christen the babies, basically, kind of like how they baptize, we would get baptized, and
In
stuff,
like
but
that,
it's for babies.
in like a pail. I got
Yeah.
that. Yeah, that happened to me. I got pictures from it still. I'm not I'm not gonna lie, to be honest. With those pictures, it was just because it was old. And I guess they did it like at nighttime and it was just beautiful. Those pictures was beautiful for my christening. I ain't gonna lie, I need to share those one day.
Dang. Okay, let's get into to these comments. To be honest, I think the only reasons the pastors are resigning because it ain't nobody there to fill them collection plates. Yeah, it probably is that too, because at the end of the day, a lot of these Christians don't want to admit the church is a business and stuff like that. And a lot of these pastors are making profit off the church. So, you might be onto something there.
And right, and that's what I think. She said I didn't like how they tell you you you're a born a sinner. And that's the thing, like I think that's the trick. They know when you're praying to Jesus, you're praying to whatever energies is out there. You're not directly praying to Jesus. And I feel like what people call the Holy Spirit is just your higher self. And some people start to feed their higher self more. But as a child, me praying, it had shit coming to me. It showed me You can get demon attachments by praying. I don't. I think that's just a trick. Oh yeah, you're a born sinner, so it's already demons around. No, it's just this world has negative energies, and they try to say Jesus can protect you from it, but whole time you're actually praying to the devil.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, how? Like that's what I'm saying. How am I a 12-year-old kid and haven't done anything? I stole some silly strings. That's it, and I didn't even get away with it. That's about the worst thing I have done. And I didn't did a WWE move on my sister. How am I having demons trying to come to me for praying to God? It's crazy.
yeah,
But I
it-
understand though. I understand how people can get tricked and think it's something positive when
yeah,
you praying to Jesus.
yeah. I understand too. Um, but that's another thing is critical thinking. Why do everything that the pastors say gotta always be right just because a pastor's saying it? And I think that's the trick too, because people feel like, oh, this religious leader saying it, oh, he right, he ain't gonna lead us wrong, and all this and that. But you gotta think that this person is a human, so they can manipulate, they can abuse, and all this and that.
And especially when people have power like that, it takes a strong person not to manipulate. It takes a strong person not to get over on people because it's not many people, just in my life experiences, you can have a great boss. They will like he can be a cool person and but you would think that, but then when the money comes in, they are getting over and don't really care. And that's
Yeah,
how I feel like a lot of Christians are like, why did my pastor pulling up in brand new BMW Jaguars?
crazy.
And you see how you spelt it that second time? Pray. That's what it turns you into. Exactly. We are the creators. It turns you into prey when you praying. You're prey to the all the entities around you that are trying to get to you because you're in an emotional state when you're praying. And that's what energies feed off. Emotions. That's energy in motion. Entities feed off that.
Yeah. And the heaven and hell, that's just really a mindset for real. Like, um these pastors are saying that, so I think it's all control. I think all of it has to do with control, and these pastors are um out here lying to people about a lot of stuff. And then if you think about half the stuff that happened to you, like whatever it is, that was people and their choices. It wasn't God, it wasn't a religion. If trauma happened to you, that was your parents. They had control in the situation, whatever it was.
And just like we got to think about it in this way. Look at the state of the planet. It's not in in God's hands. It's in God's children's hands. Whatever man does is what the planet would become. Whatever the man chooses to do is what the planet is gonna follow. So the fact that they had slaves on this planet is showing you where the world is going. We're still in that same slave type mindset. We're still basically slaves. It's not God's choice. If it was God's choice, people would have never became slaves. It's human beings' choice. It's God's children's choice. But you got to understand, just a lot of African religions, they believe in uh elemental energies like the spirit of the ocean, the spirit of the trees. That's what they believe in. They believe in a God, but they understand God has no say so on this earth. God is only putting God gives guidance through the nature. That's basically what a lot of African religions believe, and that's what is more makes more sense. Is more realistic that
Yeah.
God has no say so. He put a basically a game. I'm not saying he. I'm just saying so people can understand where I'm coming from. Put a game here basically, and if you follow the rules of nature, then you'll be good. You're living out God's intent for you. But if you go against nature, like a certain group of people that are the inside of my hand color, even though you can't see it, that's not God's intent because it's not natural. I'm not gonna speak on if that's natural or not. That's not for me to discuss. I didn't mean to even say that. I didn't mean to bring hate if people bring that thing, think of it like that. But we see the people that go against nature every day.
Definitely.
I love nature as well, Empress.
And then you
That's where
gotta
I'm
think
at.
about it too, like when you be in nature, like if you just sit in the sun for a long period of time, like that's healing right there.
Just being with my animals is healing. Like just seeing they are living naturally. They depend on me to give them food because they are tools. Like I got cats, they protect, keep snakes and rodents away. Dogs, they keep other larger animals away. Protect the smaller animals. It's a whole, everything works together. And when you stop working together and pick up the mindset of the oppressors, I don't like to even talk like this, but it's facts. When you pick up those ways, then you're not following God's intent for you. That's how I feel. I feel this. I feel. I feel. I don't think it's a man either. I just think I feel like it's more feminine energy. That's how I feel. Cause the closest I felt like I've been with God is not inside a physical womb, but in a imaginary type womb. That was, yeah. My cat picked me. It was a stray cat. It came up to me as a kitten. But yeah.
Yeah. And then a lot of these, and then I don't like how Christianity just be trying to play it like, oh, we the best religion, we're the one true religion, and all this and that. If you even look at what they doing in the church and what they do in some of these churches are rituals, they spells, um, witchcraft, all type of stuff. So it's just like you really just gotta pay attention. I remember one time, the last time I went to church, matter of fact, was on Mother's Day, and the pastor was talking about if I forgot the sermon was, it was supposed to be about something about financial, but the pastor was saying how if you don't got a big booty, it's because God didn't want you to have a big booty. Now,
I
what do
remember
that
this one.
got to do? What that got to do with Jesus coming to get saved and all this, trying to find God? Like, I'm confused. I'm really confused off of that.
But we got to realize the pastor has to get way more, has to be more low vibrational because that's where we coming. We are getting lower and lower. People think we're going up because the awakening, but that's just a select group of people. It's
Yeah,
back in the
that's
day, I
true.
feel like it was more people that actually were more conscious because we were less of slaves. We didn't work two jobs every day and we didn't do all these unnatural things. But the longer we stay in it, the pastor has to say stuff about BBLs, gotta say to grasp the new generation in the church to keep them, try to talk to them because they see where we going. But yeah, that is crazy. But that's just, I think that's where the time is where we headed.
Yeah,
It's gonna get worse. They gonna start talking about way more crazy things in the church. I believe.
yeah. And then I feel like also too with religion, it just don't bring you closer to yourself. It just keep you away from yourself when it comes to the accountability and blaming everything that happens on outside entities and all this and that. Like if something bad happened in your life, I believe it's because of bad choices, and that's the outcome of whatever it's gonna be. If you do good, if you're making good choices, then more than likely it's gonna be good. I mean, obviously life happens and some stuff we just can't control, but you're not going to tell me that the devil is controlling all these people that are doing bad stuff. That's just an excuse.
It's human nature. It's human nature to be violent. It's human nature to steal when you're hungry, but it doesn't make it right. That's why we do have these morals in place. Like It's part of human nature. It's not that the devil got his hands on you. It's just you're in a lower state of being a human. But I want to speak. Wait, yeah, it don't got shit to do with nothing. But I want to talk about the feminine and the masculine. My understanding. So look, I got this shit. Hold up, I got it tatted on me because this shit's so serious. Like I got the feminine and the masculine. But okay, the masculine is of the earth plane. This is how I feel about it. The men need to be front line on earth. They need to be doing the work, not the women. And the reason I say that is because the women need to play back because they have so much spiritual insight that we need to get. We need to get from them. We need to be working daily in our daily life, whatever we're doing. I'm not saying women can't also do physical work, but what I'm saying is they play a great position when they can actually be in their feminine energy because working, going out, busting your ass is a masculine trait. But we can take that, and I just know from personal experiences, women around me that have been working, their spiritual insight starts to decrease the more they work and just trying to bust their ass. Like, and that's one thing I'm not saying women shouldn't do it because that's the position we in. I think more men have to toughen up and be ready to go kill yourself on the front line, putting in the work so your woman can help you make it a little easier. Because it's gonna be hard if we never come together and actually realize our purpose, our values. Men are stronger for a reason. Women are weaker for a reason because men got to go out here and do the work and women got to play the back. I'm not saying y'all got to stay in the damn house to watch this. I'm saying give these men spiritual insight. What you hate? What you hate, Empress? We hate it. What you hate? Working? I don't like. I want my woman giving me spiritual insight. I ain't gonna lie. I want to go out be. Want to goddamn. Oh, I don't even just get what I'm saying. And that's the thing. That's the thing. But guess what? Once I get rich, if y'all don't got a man, I got a job. I got a job for you, and I'm gonna help you. Whatever y'all creative, we gotta just work together. And that's the thing. We gotta work. We gotta build a community.
Mm.
We get more. Think about this. We get 5 dudes. We get 5 guys and 20 women, and we not no weird stuff. But 4 women will help one guy. This one guy supplying the money and you feel me, doing what he got to do and letting these women work. Yes, I believe that. Y'all have way more emotion for a reason, and that shit it creates spiritual.
Yeah. And then my thing about it is too, is like Christians act like it's not no negativity in the religion. Like if you had to ask me why I left Christianity, why I'm not religious no more, I would have to say it's because I feel like it's fulfilled of broken hope and promises. That's not true.
My bad.
No, you good.
I'm getting text messages. If somebody called me, I'm gonna join right back. I didn't put my phone on do not disturb. Can you say that one more time? I'm sorry, I was reading them shits.
Oh no, I was saying that if somebody had to ask me the reason why I'm not religious or I don't believe in religion is because I feel like it's full of broken promises and hope that's not really there. Because at the end of the day, you gotta save yourself. Like you can pray all day if you spent your money wrong and that eviction notice on your door, but the landlord not finna be like, dang, the devil was really working on you that day. Like you gonna get put out your apartment or your house or wherever it is.
Look, pastor can tell you, man. Some people will help you. So like some churches will help you with your rent, but pastors, yeah, you go, man, pastor. my car done broke down. My kid had to go to the doctor. I ain't got no insurance. I had to pay for medicine. Sister, we gonna pray for you. We don't have enough funds right now to help you with your rent. If you need to come sleep in the church, we'll help you. That's about all they gonna do for you, goddamn. That's
But they
why, man.
taking all that money though. They taking
They
all that
get
money
they
from.
getting 10%. If you making 4,000 a month and giving them $400, you're crazy. Crazy. That $400 will save you. I promise. You can flip that $400. You can put it into a high yield saving. That's better than putting it into the church.
And then the church make it seem like, oh, you got to do everything through the church just for it to be righteous. You don't have to go through the church to do stuff to be righteous. You can help the community on your own time. You don't have to do that through the church. And it don't always gotta be financial. And see, the church always make it about financial. Give this, give that. We need this money for this. We need this money for that. Like, if I'ma bless somebody, I could just get them some clothes. That's blessing somebody, paying for their meal if they ain't have enough food.
Right. Pastor isn't God. And that's the thing. That's what we talking about. It's good if you are actually following the religion. You actually are, like you said, active in your faith. If you are actually doing it, but it's a lot of fakes. And that's the thing I don't like about the fake Christians are the ones that's always blaming others, judging others for being Muslim or whatever they are, whatever decision they decide. But
And then I think a lot of people just need to realize life is a balance of good and bad. Like, good stuff gonna happen, bad stuff gonna happen. It's about how you handle it. But you're not gonna learn from nothing if you keep blaming it on the devil and all this and that. That's just an excuse. Like, how did your actions come to this outcome? And whatever it was. Your car start messing up. Did you get the oil change when you were supposed to get the oil change? You know what I'm saying? Like, like,
you know
you
you ain't
know,
had no coolant in that mother. You gonna keep driving. Crazy.
like, for real, like, or just stuff start going wrong in your life. Like, did you think about these decisions before you make them? And I feel like that's just where common sense come in, critical thinking, all that stuff. Like, our minds are so powerful. We are so smart. We really don't need no outside entity to even really guide us for real. Like, a lot of stuff is within you,
Life will teach you everything you need to know. Your
man.
experience. If you follow your soul inclinations, whatever the direction your soul push you towards, you'll be good.
Yeah, basically for real. And it's like, people, I feel like Christians don't want to talk about the abuse in the church. Like, it's so much abuse in the church, but yeah, people be like, oh, the church is the holy place, and we're not here to judge and blah blah blah. We've heard it time and time again. Pastors touching on the girls in the church, sleeping with the women in the church, you know what I'm saying? Abusing their access to the people in the church. That's abuse of access. If you sleeping with the women in the church, just cause you lead they look up to you and you lead in the flock or the congregation, that's abuse. That's abuse of access.
Y'all, listen. Anybody that's Christian in here or been Christian, if you got an attractive pastor, tell me all the women don't want that man, don't want to sleep with. Oh, he come up talk to you. Oh, they get so happy because the
Going in
pastor
his
came up and talk.
office.
Yeah, man, pastor can get what he want if he think that way. It's sad, man. It's sad, but it's human nature. But that's the thing. It's all corrupted. It's messed up.
Definitely for sure. And it's
People.
like, it's so crazy, like, and it's really sad too, because it's like, like, the way it's presented is supposed to be positive, But you got so many of these pastors and leaders in the church doing wrong. Like, obviously humans gonna do wrong, but the fact that you supposed to be trying to do right, but you intentionally doing wrong to the women in the church or kids or whatever it is, like, that's messed up.
A lot of these people, Christianity is saving a lot of these people. The religion is saving them, not God. The religion, the structure. Christianity is a strong religion. We got to remember the KKK was a Christian organization. That's why they were never classified as terrorists. Simple. That's where you got to understand. It's like this, and we got to understand where the religion came from. It was a conquering religion. It was a religion to take away from your spirituality, not add to it. It was to put your energy into something else, not you.
And then you gotta realize too, like, people act like Christianity was the first religion. It was religious way before Christianity. Like, y'all gotta look this stuff up for real. Like, it was religious way before Christianity, and that's the crazy part. And
Right.
also too, it's like you can't let religion overpower you, because at the end of the day, nothing is bigger than yourself.
Exactly. That's what we have to understand. One thing that Christians do have right, we are God's children. But a lot of people think God is what the Bible has told them. When God is right here, God is them tree. Like God is all of this. God is me and you. We are just pieces. We are all little pieces of a huge puzzle. If you actually took your time, you would realize the world is technically God. The
Yeah.
whole world is all
She's
because it all contains that energy.
She said they be mad as hell I don't make it to church and I live right next door.
She funny as hell.
That is what.
Hey, that's
Hey,
funny.
so tell
I
them you
can.
can tell them you can hear the sermon from your house. Like,
Oh God,
I mean, I don't even think it's because, like, I'm not even mad at Christians, but it's just like, for me, I am against the religion. I am. I definitely am against it, because I seen personally how negative it was for my family, and how it you feel me, it affected me, because, like, it's personal things I used to pray about and stuff for like a long time. And then one day it just came to mind. It was like, these people are gonna be the same because this is who they are. If they really want to change, it's gonna be for them, not for no religion, none of that. Just because they truly want to change. And that's the thing. It's like, you can pray for somebody, but don't get too caught up in that prayer if this person don't change, because that might just be who they are.
that's the thing. We'll get the hooker off the street, bring her to the church. She thinking, man, or the drug dealer. I'm not trying. I don't want to just use the women. The drug dealer,
Hmm.
bring him into the church. Oh, we think we helping him. Nah, he's still selling his dope, but now he praying to God, and it you can't change these people. They gotta come. You can't just, oh, we gonna pray for you. We need to change. They gotta be done with it. They gotta be done with whatever they doing. And it's not us. It's not for us to change people when they want to change. Cause you, that's the thing. We give so much. That's what Christianity teach you to give to your. Feel me? Keep giving, and you're not receiving. Just like we do in the church.
Yeah, definitely. Like you said, you can't get mad if people don't change. That's what I'm saying when it comes to the broken promises and the hope. Because when you're praying, you really hoping, when you praying for somebody, let me be specific. When you praying for somebody, you really believing and you hoping, like, if I pray, this person gonna change. God gonna do the work on them. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. And it's like, you can't be mad if that person don't change, because if it's really about free will, that's their choice if they want to change or not.
Right. And yeah, we seen that with the pastor had the kids sleep. Well, I ain't see it. She told me about it.
Oh yeah, in
Crazy.
Detroit, yeah, in Detroit, yeah.
Crazy.
That's and that's what I'm saying. It's like that's inhumane right there, and that's what I'm saying when it comes to these kids and the whole religion thing. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like if I do have kids, I'm not making my kids go to no church. You don't gotta go. But if that's what if this is healthy for you and this is helping you, then I'm gonna support my kids. But I'm not gonna make them and be like, oh, you live in this house, you gonna go to church. No, bruh. I don't even go to the church. So why would I make my kids go? I'm not making my kids go. If that's not what they want to do.
I ain't forcing it. I ain't forcing it. I'm I'm just
They eating up in the comments. I ain't gonna lie.
that's it. That's the thing. Like I know people, bro. I don't think you can ever really take. You can. Some people do change, but like you said, it's pastors or people that's in the church. I know that do dirt to this day, but they still go and pray on Sundays. It's cool, but it's like find another religion that you can do the devil's work and still be okay. Cause please don't. You're ruining the religion.
Like I said, a lot of people are in the church to use the word to fit their narrative. All churches and church people aren't the same. Yeah, that's true. But that's the abuse in it though. Because you know what I'm saying? If you out here touching on kids and the congregation saying, oh, that's just the devil, that's just the devil. If you are a full grown adult, you fully aware of what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? You knew what you was doing when you did that. So is it the devil or is it you?
And that's what we have to understand. And they blame the devil for human nature. It's just what human. If humans are in poverty, they're gonna be very lustful because that's the cheapest dopamine fix that they can do. It's free to have sex. Um, we just had lower. That's what people gotta understand. We are lower because of religion, because we don't know God no more. We think we have to go to that what they call the house of God. We think we have to go there every Sunday and Wednesday to follow God's will for us when you're born with God's will.
Okay, I'm gonna speak on the church hurt thing. That's a very popular term. Church hurt, church hurts, church hurt. Every time you hear somebody say, "Oh, they left the church because of this, and that," to me, that's just downplaying somebody' negative experience with religion. To me, that's just my opinion on it. That's how I view it. Because how you gonna tell somebody they church hurt when the pastor was touching on a child, or the child came out and said the pastor did something to them? How is that church hurt? That's a negative experience they had with religion.
Hmm. Like you said, that's just them reflecting. They know that and this is the feeling that you can get in the church from the kind of like not false love, but that's kind of how I see it. It's like that fake happy energy. You can go to a crack house and get this. People in there will make you feel the same. I promise, because I know from personal experience. I don't be in no crack houses, but I know. I know.
Somebody said, I ain't judging them church, just ain't for me because the Muslims and the Catholics still be upheld. Well, yeah. I mean, and you got to think about it too. It's certain like religions that are known for doing stuff to kids. You got certain leaders out here that's known uh for doing stuff to kids, and it's just like, to me, like that's the most foul thing to do. And then on top of that, you supposed to be this holier than now. I'm not even gonna say holier than that, but you're supposed to be this, representative of the church as a whole, and you out here doing that type of stuff. Like, You know what I'm saying? It's just it's conflicting. It's conflicting, and I feel like how can that you misleading the people?
Um, I'm trying to read these,
Yeah.
but I don't believe in the devil. I don't really like. I believe all of it. Think about this. Why would God create somebody to mislead his children? Why? Why would God do that? If God knows everything, he knows if everything's written, why would the devil be here to push you away from him? It makes no sense, really. If you really think about it, what sense does that make? I understand. I don't. That's why I believe in negative energies that are made from people. If somebody dies and they were the worst person, if they are spiritually strong, they can become a demon and start attaching themselves to other people. That's what I believe in, energies that are low vibrational. I don't believe in the devil. I don't believe in that. Why would God create that? I believe it all comes from that one creation that created us. It understood if we get low, too low, we will be destructive. If we are high and love nature, we will be creative and great. What's up, bro? But yeah, I don't believe in that. That's the devil.
She said, "No, it's not. That's your opinion, but that's not the
Look,
fact that you brought
if
up."
a listen, if a pastor, like the example she used, if a pastor is, man, people in Catholic churches do this all the time. If a pastor is doing that inside the church, how is that not true? How is that not true? Explain yourself. I think we just kind of offended you, but I just don't
I don't know.
understand.
I don't even know. I'm not even going. Honestly, I don't really believe in the whole church hurt term. Like the fact of the matter is, like somebody that is supposed to be in leadership like that in that manner that's just doing malicious things like that is not okay, and it's not no type of excuse for it. I don't care if you think that the devil is controlling this person or whatever. Like people make bad choices, people make bad mistakes. But if you know that you are in a predicament like that in power and you're intentionally doing ill will towards people and hurting and harming them, like it's not an excuse for that.
No, but look, this is God's world. Why would God allow corruption? Why would God allow the devil? Why would God allow this? If this is God's world and God's children, why would he allow someone? Why would we have been put into position where we're in? We slave. We have to worry about our kids getting shot in school shootings. We have to worry about our kids walking down the street getting kidnapped. We have to worry about someone molesting our child. Why do we have to worry about these things? If God was so holy, that's how you know God is not what Christianity has taught you. Christianity is good. I don't think it's good at all, to be
That's what
honest.
I was gonna say. I'm not going. I don't agree with that. Now that's how you feel, but I don't think it's good at all neither. And stuff, because at the end of the day, you can have negative experiences with religion. Some people have good experience. Some people have bad experience. That's just anything, not just religion. But people don't want to accept that people have negative experiences with religion and stuff. And I can do the work myself. I don't need to pray to no outside entity to heal me. Um, I can do that by meditating, journaling, and things like that. I don't need to blame my wrongdoings on the devil. Like I take accountability. I try to practice that, taking accountability for my actions in my life on an everyday basis and not blaming it on the devil.
Think about this. They said that we were animals and they helped us by giving us a Bible. We were animals. We were beasts. That's what they called us, beast. uh, they gave us. That's how they took control over us. If they did not give us a Bible to follow and say we can't do these things, we would not be doing them. I understand how you feel wrong is wrong, but why listen, if the religion is the end all be all, if God is what the Bible is telling us God is, why would God let his children be in this predicament? We know right now this world cannot be ran by God. Everything is done wrong. The politicians are corrupting, the police, the pastors are all corrupting us. Just not
I
part of.
mean, all these
I'm gonna
systems is
read
corrupt.
everything.
Like you said, like everything is corrupt, from the religion, from the politics, like you said, from the government, and things like that. Everything, a lot, the families are corrupt. That's why you got all these mothers and daughters not getting along with each other, people not knowing how to treat each other, but yet the Bible's supposed to teach you how to love somebody, but you out here saying that you love your daughter, but you know what I'm saying, calling her out her name, or you abusing her and neglecting her. That's not love. Then
At
you got
all.
all these toxic families and all this and that. Like, how is that teaching love? How is that teaching family? Um, and how are you claiming to follow a religion, but uh you're not showing the love that you're supposed to show, I guess.
And I'm not saying it's, and this is all I'm trying to say about Christianity. If we actually never if we never had the white man make us a slave, we would know zero about Christianity. If the white man never colonized Africa, they would not know anything about Christianity. And that's just all I'm trying to say. It's like, I understand that's what you know, but it's more to that. And
Or
corruption.
how it was pushed on us, it was
Chr-
forced on us.
Christianity is corruption. It was made to conquer. Christianity is a conquering religion. They use that to conquer these slaves. They use that to keep them docile. They use that. Oh, in the Bible it says this word for word. It says
I want to pin this message.
what does it say? Uh love thy master like, ah it's basically saying, it says follow the directions of your master as you obey your master, obey your earthly master as you would obey Christ. That's exactly what it says in the Bible. Obey your earthly master just as you would obey Christ. Your earthly master. Who is your earthly master? The pastor, your boss. Back then when they first made that, put that into the Old Testament and New Testament, it was the slave master. So that's what we got to realize. It was a conquering religion. I hope you still in here, sister, because this was not to hurt you, but it was to make you realize it's deeper than Christianity. It's deeper than that.
Yeah,
They
okay. Well, she said, and exactly, if you busy blaming the devil, you will never look within and realize that you have the power to change. Yeah, that's facts. That is facts. You can't argue with that, because you
exactly.
busy. That's just like somebody, like, if multiple people don't like one person, it's obviously for a reason. It's not just because they don't like that person for no reason. And people want to point this person is pointing a finger at everybody else, but it's really that person that's, you feel me, that's in the wrong.
Right. And look, my great grandmother was a strong Christian. Her car started smoking today. Oh, the devil is working hard. The devil's work. It's a mechanical vehicle. It's gonna have problems, especially if you're not. We know older black man. They gonna get their oil changed, but that's it. They ain't going, man. They don't drive that car. It's gonna be sitting up. It ain't the devil the reason. You barely drive this car, lady. The gas probably 3, 4 years old. You know what I'm saying?
Uh, she said
But
basically following a man blindly. I mean, if that's how I feel like, because I don't care who it is. I'ma question you. Even the videos that I watch when it comes to this conscious stuff and the spirituality, even stuff that I study when it comes to that, if I look this stuff up. Like, if they're talking about something that I heard of but I don't necessarily fully know about, hey, how you doing? Then I'ma look it up. You feel me? I want to see the facts behind this. I want to see the proof. I want to see the receipts. So I feel like it's the same thing with religion.
listen, when you find something out in a book and then you tell the Christian what you found in a book, the Christian will say, "You cannot believe everything you read in a book. You got to be the dumbest motherfucker." Boy, I'm telling you, look, it makes you uh puts you in a state. It just puts you in a low conscious state. That's all Christianity is made to do. Put your
Yeah.
power outside of someone else. Put your power into someone else. And to blame the devil for everything, all your bads, and to blame God for all the good. The devil is not real. Humans are the devil
And
when
it's
they are in a
crazy
low state.
because I never thought, like, I knew this, but I never thought about it. Like, everything that I'm saying and stuff like that pertaining to this, to the whole Christianity and the spirituality stuff, when I was telling my therapist, she was like, you're not wrong about what you're saying. Like, a lot of people don't think before they be saying stuff or whatever it is. Like, you are breaking generational curses because you're realizing the abuse in religion.
Exactly.
That's what she said. I swear, I ain't trying to offend nobody, but my therapist said that. So it's just like, I mean, everybody gonna believe what they want to believe, but ain't nobody gonna make me feel wrong for not believing a religion. I don't care.
I totally agree.
And then you got to think about it. A lot of this stuff, like, it's not even just religion that's messed up. It's the system. It's the system. It's this world. A lot of this stuff that we're paying for, we not supposed to be uh paying for. Like, just all these bills and stuff like that. Like, it's a lot of stuff that's really not. It's the world is really not supposed to be how it is. Like, how it's set up. He's. She said some of them folks is sleepwalking. Proof of what though? You talking about what my therapist said? I don't know what she talking about, but um, I mean, really, everybody had a right to have their opinion. It's just really our opinions on how we feel about religion, for real. But it's also, oh yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
my bad.
It's also
Phone.
facts.
Oh,
Like, a lot of this stuff, bro.
wait,
You
wait.
can look up the MK Ultra. Is it called the MK Ultra Experience? But
Experiment.
yeah, look up the MK Ultra Experience. Look up um the CIA and stuff like that. A lot, everything, like, there's a budget that's approved basically for the movies that we see. And um
Can you hear me?
yeah, I was just trying to see what the comments and stuff. Yeah, I can hear you. But let me see, what is this called? It's like a It's called, oh yeah, the MK Ultra. That you can look that up, but it's called the CIA's appalling the human experience with mind control. That's that article. It's an article about that, but you can look up YouTube videos about the MK Ultra because but that's basically what it is. But it's the CIA, they come up with a budget and they approve what movies come out and all this and that. So they basically control what we see.
And I wanna give Alexis a little bit. Like the thing is, we ain't trying to make you feel bad about being religious, but we understand it ain't ours. But this is what we truly stand for, and I know we all over the place. We talking about Christianity, like corruption, but what we understand is not right. It was not created for us. That's what we understand. It was not created for us to get better. Other people might think that, but truly, we don't. But like you were saying, yeah, MK Ultra, yeah. I don't like to talk about a lot of that stuff. We can, but it confuses people into think, oh, we just conspiracy theorists. But if
Mm-hmm.
people are
I
not
get it.
open, people are not open enough to actually hear what we saying. Like, but yeah, I'm sorry, I just had to say that. You can
Yeah.
get back to what you were saying about MK
Um,
Ultra.
oh no, I was just saying like this stuff, like all this stuff, basically ties into it. Like the MK Ultra and how we were saying about religion and stuff like this. Like when I was talking about she said the bills are distract. Yeah, the bills. Yeah, the bills. Because the mindset of America is a business. They want you to work till you die. They want you to
Mhm.
work till you die. They don't want you to really spend time with your family for real. Um and stuff like that. They want you to work until you die. That's America.
We
That's how the
are,
system was set up.
as black people, we should not be this docile. We should not be docile to what's going on. We should have a problem because this is not the type of living we do. This is made for the white man. We are following their dreams. These are not our dreams. We're following exactly what they tell us to do because they have became our master. Like the Bible says, obey your earthly master just as you would obey Christ. And that's what we're doing. We are just obeying what the white man tells us to do. And it's keeping us in a position. If we took it back 50 years where people were still where it was still racial, a whole bunch of racial tension, we would be together. We would not be so stuck. We would have churches, but it wouldn't be how it is, bro. We need our own thing. That's all I'm trying to say. This is not for us. It never was for us. What's the thesis? What's the body of conversation? Man, we're not doing all that, bro. We talking. We're really not. We're just talking. We're having free thought.
Bro,
It
read
ain't.
the title. It's called Corrupt Christianity.
And cause we already went through all that. You can rewatch it though if you would like to.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, that's the C snap it talking about they don't want you to spend time with yourself. You might around realize where you are, man. I'm trying to tell you.
exactly.
For real. I
They
mean
and that's
people free to do what they want to do, but why you think they want you to put your time into these jobs? They want you to put your time in the church. They want you to, you feel me, put your time in the art to the bills and all this and that.
and we gotta understand. They say we are in a foreign land, but really they are in a foreign land. They don't know what they're doing. We understand the laws of nature. They had to create their own book to follow, and then we're just following something, bro. They are not what we are. That's all. And so why are we still following their way of life? I'm totally against the system. Totally. And being against the system, I'm against all man-made religion. If you can't learn your religion in nature, I don't want to know shit about it, bro. If you need a book for for your way of life, I don't want your way of life.
And
Simple as
then
that.
why what you call it? Why you got these pastors leaving the church? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. I want to know why. Cause you got videos literally of pastors stepping down, and you got videos on TikTok of pastors stepping down from being the pastor and saying why they left the church.
Right, and right. And Alexis, they doing that's one step.
And they
And
coming out saying the same stuff we saying. That's
right,
the that's the part.
right. And that's look, once we start, and that's we starting to do that, but guess what? We have no community. We think we have no community because we are the white man. We are black. We have black skin, but inside we're white. Most of us. And we're gonna eventually get there, but we gotta all start thinking alike. We have to understand, even you can be religious, but the person who started your religion what most likely was your colonizer, the person who put you in chains. That's what people gotta realize.
I ain't
Not
gonna lie. When I stopped being religious, that was the most freest I felt.
And it's hard though. This hard because it's hard to make this decision because you are gonna be lonely at times. You can't the conversations we're having, we can't just have with people in our family like that. Okay, being black, bro. We were in America. We were at least my ancestors were slaves. We came from, at least I know that. I can tell, bro. I didn't had stories like even after slavery time, I had family members that were still being living as slaves. We are going to a white man's business every day. We are eating as the white man eats. We didn't eat none of this shit. We got from the land. We did not have no damn chickens. Chickens are selectively bred. A lot of this shit, we were hunting deer. We weren't doing this shit. We weren't even farming. So I'm saying a lot of this came from the white man, bro. Just it's a lot. It's a lot.
I mean, honestly, you
Think
can't.
of and look, we are living exactly as the white man because we are in America. We follow. If you have a job, you are white on it. Well, if you're not a job, if you working for yourself and you have a white boss, you're a white person. That's how I feel. Damn near you can't tell him I don't feel like coming to work today. Mm. I can tell the people I wash cars for I don't feel like doing it today. And
Somebody
do it another day.
said, "Ain't no money in the church, and they was there for the money. Universal consciousness has risen. The church will not survive these times." Um, I I don't know if spirituality and consciousness is gonna take over America, or even that, because it's been a big thing. That's the thing. Like, it already was a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was always there. But I mean, you can't deny that yes, you do have a lot of pastors falling that are stepping down. You do have a lot of people that are coming out from, I mean, it's a big thing. You know what I'm saying? On TikTok, there's so many people every day making videos about why I left Christianity, why I stopped believing in God. So yes, it is a big thing. And that's not something that we can't, you know what I'm saying, people can deny. It's a conversation. People are talking about it. People are saying why they stop believing in it, whatever, whatever. And like I said, you got pastors stepping down. So if you got pastors stepping down from a religion, something that they went to school for to become a pastor, like, what does that say about the religion?
Exactly. And still, like you just answered your own conversation, your own question. If you can't track your people down and tell me they were never slaves, then you were you're white on the inside based off that fact that you were a slave.
I mean, well, you can literally go on YouTube and look up pastors that have stepped down from Christianity, and I'm sure you'll find a lot of videos if you look it up. Like, this is the thing, is like, I always like encourage people to do their own research, but the stuff that I'm saying, like, I don't, it's not really lies. Like, all this stuff you can look up. You can look stuff up. So,
Look, Stealth, I'm saying this. Before we were slaves, we were not following the white man's will. After we were colonized, we were stripped away from our natural way of living, which in turn made us white on the inside, made us follow the will of the Caucasian. You answered your question. If you cannot say that you were never a slave, then you are white on the inside and you have to break away from that. I still have white ways. I still do some of the things the white man does because that's the cards I was dealt. But I'm breaking away from it because I realize that takes away from me.
mm, I mean, I ain't gonna lie. It probably, I mean, obviously, we know that there's pastors, you feel me, that are not in it for the right reasons. I don't know necessarily about the financial part. I have not seen any videos about pastors literally coming out saying, "Oh, I stopped being a pastor for the financial part or whatever." The all the videos that I've seen are about pastors saying why they stopped believing in God. And there was a pastor that said that, none of this stuff is real when it comes to the whole religion. So everybody, and even Christians, I've seen Christians come out and say why they stopped believing in God. It was not necessarily anything to do. I mean, maybe it was pastors that came out like, "Oh, I'm not making enough money off of this," but most pastors videos that I've seen of pastors stepping down, it was because they stopped believing in the religion.
That's what I'm saying. It's not God. It's the religion. You gotta understand why was this religion made? Why was Christianity made? To take control. Well, I'm not gonna why was it given to us black people to take control? We don't need a Bible. We don't need a book to tell us how to live our life. They need that because they don't have what we have on the inside. And that's facts. I'm not saying they born without a soul, but and they say slavery been existing, but I'm talking about when the Arab first did that. What was that? Like 11 in the 1100s when the Arabs first started the slave trade, 1100s. But
Mm.
that's what I'm speaking on. Muslims, they got their religion from them. It has more consciousness in it than Christianity does, but it's still not allowing you to realize your true divine connection that you have because you're thinking it's Allah when Allah really is what's the name when it's a term? I forgot the actual name of it, but they say arm, leg, arm, head. Allah is just a human body. That's actual God. That's what we are. Everything is God. Everything is God. You see what I'm saying? But when you think this book is the end all be all, you're lost.
Mm.
Listen, if you go to my TikTok, because I don't speak on Christianity, or I'm not TikTok. If you go to my YouTube and watch my videos, you'll be like, oh, this guy can be a pastor. This guy can be a pastor. I have been told that, but I would never lower myself down to put my people in a state of um just a lower level of consciousness. I would never put my people in that position because I realize you don't need me. All you need is to open your mind up. You need to be willing to learn from the environment around us. That's it.
Okay, in a second, I'm gonna get back to the comments, but also, I just want to say, like, people try to correlate spirituality and religion, and some people do follow spirituality and religion, but I think it would be hard, and I think it would be conflicting because spirituality is more so looking within yourself. You can't, to me, you can't really follow another entity and be looking within yourself. Like, to me, that would be hard.
Because you would start to think I'm wrong. I need this guy. I'm not right. I need it. I need God. I need the preacher. Like if you look, if you're a Christian and you say God can talk to me, why why are you still going to the church? Why do you still need the pastor to tell you if you have direct connection with him? I understand it's more powerful to pray in groups, but why do you need that?
And then on top of that, I'm taking 3 classes right now. One of them is philosophy of religion. The other one is introduction to philosophy. And to my understanding, a lot of these religions are theories that people came up with.
And to give you a quick synopsis of how I became this way, I just never really clicked with it. And one day, and was raised in the church, but one day my neighbor called me and told me about astral projecting. And he was a Black Panther. He told me about astral projecting, told me about things, just spiritual things. And it made me just want to discover more. And then I was doing that for about a year or so. Then I talked to my grandma. She's taught me back into praying and becoming a Christian. I tried that out, and it felt like I was being like shit was outside my door, like dark shit, trying to uh just get to me. That's how it felt, and I just didn't think it was something that I should be involving in because I didn't do anything demonic to have shit. But when I'm trying to pray to Jesus, why do I feel this way? I never felt this way unless I pray to Jesus. And people said it was demons trying to stop you from getting to Jesus, but I never did anything to have demons on me as a child. So why would I feel that way?
Right. Okay, he said, "Oh, well,
I
um,
did. It
I
just
think
didn't
I
click
do
with me.
have a video. I think I do have a video on my YouTube, but it's like very brief. It's not in detail, but I would say one, like I said, I used to be praying about my family, my immediate family, and that they would change and stuff because a lot of, trauma and stuff came from that and from my family and stuff like that. And um they still haven't they still never changed. The situations never changed. So one day I just realized, I'm like, okay, like, I'm gonna just stop praying because I feel like it's a waste of my time. Like, these are just broken. This is like hopeless. This is hope, promised hope that's not real, and broken promises, because I've been praying for years and years and years about the same situation, and these people are still the same. So I just realized that these people are who they are, and if they want to change, it's for them. It's not about a religion or God or anything like that. If somebody really truly want to do better, it's for them.
Right.
Um,
And and look, I understand that philosophy. I understand, but and this is bad. Why would God create Satan to prey on his children? Why would he do that? Why if he wrote everything, he knew how everything was go. Why do I have to I am a people would tell you I'm one of the greatest people. How the what I ain't even gonna. I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but people say I'm a good person. People say I really. He was like, you must. It feels like you're an angel that came into my life. I have been told that, but I don't pray to God. I don't pray to God because I understand it is. It makes you neglect the true world around you. If somebody is is doing wrong, you'll pray, oh yeah, this person needs to do this, but you're never making them really understand because people everybody does not click with praying to Jesus. Everybody does not click with that. I don't know what Baker Act it is.
hmm, I can look it up. But the other reason that brought me to the spirituality and meditation and the whole consciousness and all that is um all the trauma I went through, and you know it was for a good chunk of my life, and I just got tired of hearing just pray about it, when it's like he said, like, why am I this young going through all this stuff? What does that have to do with God, or what did I even do as a child to go through all these terrible things? And to me, that's not a positive thing. And I feel like a lot of the situations I saved myself. I don't feel like it was anything outside of me. I feel like I saved myself.
Listen, yeah. I want to answer Alex. If God is all knowing, he knew that Satan would have rebelled. If he created Satan and knew all of if because God is all knowing, right? Of the God of the Bible is all knowing, why would he create an angel that was going to rebel against him, that he would have to kick out of earth? And matter of fact, tell me how you know this other than the Bible telling you. Did you have a dream one night showing you when God created all the angels saying, oh, he's gonna rebel, but it's fine. He's gonna be the guy that keeps everybody from finding out the truth. It's called free will. Okay, why why would that be in our free will to kill, steal, rape, destroy? Why would we be allowed to do that? If God is no, why would he give us okay, I understand it's a test to so explain why we here, why are we going through it? What's the point of going through it? Why we gotta come live in hell to get back to to God? Why are we living in hell? I follow God. I don't follow Jesus. I don't follow Christianity. I've told you, God is everything around me, bro. Animals, you are God. You have a piece of God. We all come from that. We all are a part of that. We are born with God. We are born with that divine light in us. Some people give their divine light to Jesus, though. That's what I'm trying to explain. You either can give your divine light to yourself, or you can start giving it to demons that
Oh,
represent that are around us already. And
how are we living it? What do you mean? How are we living in hell? You went to hell if you went through any type of detrimental trauma or any like really hard times or and stuff like that in your life. If hell is a real place, I've been to hell a couple of times.
It's Larry. If you search, I don't know, you might can click it through here, but it's Larito. It's hard to Lerritho. And look, another look. I know this personally. I know someone that told their 3 year old, he gave his 3 year old a gun and told him to go shoot somebody, and he did it. The 3 year old did it. How on God's earth would a 3 year old be allowed to be a murderer? How would somebody's father to, you see what I'm saying? Why? That's what I'm why would God allow this? That's what I'm saying. If God was all knowing, why would he put us through this? That's how we know God he's not a loving God. The one in
God,
the
a
Bible,
jealous God.
yeah, he a jealous one.
What he jealous of me for? He created me, or so called created me.
He jealous when we put our jealousy when we put our energies into other things. I really think
That's
that's
not
not
hell.
hell, that's
That's
life.
life. What you mean? No, if you went through anything detrimental trauma, that's hell.
Nah,
That is
buddy
hell.
make nah, cause buddy making me think. Look, but it's like why do we have to live this out? You know what I'm saying? Why do some people parents get strung out on drugs? You don't know when you're gonna eat. See what I'm saying? Why would God allow his children to go through these are not hardships, that's hell. The crack
Yeah.
epidemic was hell for black people. See what I'm saying? And hell, they
Children
say
getting abused, children being neglected,
a
not
lower a
school.
lower state of conscious is hell. That's all it is. Anybody that's living on a lower state is hell, bro. The
If
fact
you're
that the fact that we was in slaves, nigga. I mean in chains. The fact that we were slaves shows you, bro. This is the fuck. Why would God allow us to be in chains? That should show you. And then why would the people who put us in chains give us this book? We know that they gave us this book, but people don't. So I'm saying you have very valid points, but I understand that this book was given to us in slavery. I click with God is a jealous God, but he's also loving. It's literally in the word.
yeah, on the contracts.
My nigga, before white people colonized Africa, it was no such thing in Africa as Christianity. Before white people touched foot in Africa, it was no such thing. Look it up, son. Bro, the only book we were allowed to read was the Bible. That was the only book we were allowed to read. It was a few select people that were allowed to read. It was a few select slaves, house Negroes that knew how to read, that were the preachers and would give the word to everyone else. And bro, I come from slavery. I know this shit. I had a great grandmother telling me stories about how my great great grandmother was a slave when slavery was abolished. And we were allowed to read. We just weren't allowed to read. It was certain people allowed to read, and the only book they were allowed to read was the Bible. If you were in the house, you were allowed to read.
I forgot what was that shit.
Yeah, that I'm telling you, when the Arabs, it was like the 1100s. The Arab, that was what 10,000 years ago when slavery started by the
I do
Arabs.
believe that we do put ourselves through a lot of stuff, especially like if you're making, like when he say that's just life, to me, it's like when a woman gets pregnant. You know what I'm saying? If you have sex, that's a possibility that you're gonna get pregnant. To me, that's life.
Yeah, I just look. I feel like that's settling when you say I'm saying by the Arabs, bro. I'm not saying when black people, when other niggas was putting niggas in. So I don't, bro. I'm talking about Arabs. I'm saying when the book, and that was when religion was given to them. That's when the Muslim religion was given to them 10,000 years ago. That's when religion was being pushed. Christianity is only 6,000 years old, and that's giving it justice.
I mean, I don't know. To be honest, like I don't really feel like I'm wrong for how I feel. Can't nobody make me feel bad for how I feel. I seen firsthand how people misuse religion. My auntie husband was a pastor.
I'll type in here. Hey, look,
Um,
L-E. If you ready, let me know if you ready. It's gonna be Lerritho. 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 Yeah, you understand where it come from, but you ain't really getting. It was forced for control.
there's literally videos of CIA, ex-federal CIA agents
Yes,
coming out saying, admitting all this stuff that we're talking about. They might be using different words, but it's the same thing. Like you can look, it's videos of them coming out saying that was what religion was for. It was for control.
I'm gonna get back to what you. Yeah, and Empress, you'll see it'll say BBT explicit experience when you search it. You're gonna see music, but just click on the channel it come from. We were put in chains, bro. That's how it was forced through slavery. I ain't gonna. I never told you to go watch videos. I'm telling you to ask yourself these questions. I'm telling you, bro. The shit I know, bro. Wait. How do you know? It was not before white men were there. It was no such thing. Before people were going into chains, it was no such thing as slavery. That should prove it right there. The fact that it had to be slavery involved to switch your religion. And no, and really, it was people coming in there teaching, we'll give these Africans, we'll give you this for this, we'll give y'all tobacco, we'll give you all this type of shit. It was just trickery.
It was foolery. It was foolery for real. I mean,
I
it's
got
just
it from
like
my ancestors. I got it from my people. My people passing stuff down to me, and I did get some things from Bobby Hemmett, Young Pharaoh. You know who those brothers are. But
but
a lot
even
of this stuff,
outside of them, I think for myself, like it's just this, the way
that's
they be saying it, it be making sense. Like it just give me confirmation, like what I believe is true.
right. I ain't stressing that shit. But
Oh, watch David Banner.
I ain't gonna tell them to watch nothing. When they understand, because we ain't really saying nothing crazy. What I'm saying is basic. Well, it's just a basic thing somebody can think about. We bruh, before it was Christian, but it was never Christianity before it was a white man. So this is what you're saying, or it was never Muslims before it was Arabs putting people in the chains. So with that being said, you're basically saying, okay, the people I came from were beasts. We did not know what to do. We needed them to tell us through a book how to live. Yeah, I done research, bro. And really, I make sure stuff sits right with me. I don't really I don't have to listen to I don't even go all my teachings did not come from me watching somebody else, me listening to somebody else speak. It came from life experiences. A lot of this shit not right. I don't agree with none of the way the world is run. I don't
My
agree with this
soul
shit.
don't sit right with it. The energy, it's like the energy too, like the energy of this world. Mm-mm. I don't like it.
Buddy is getting my brain thinking though. I just know that it it's not a, it's just the religion. That's all it is, bro. I just know how it made my people. And then on my when my grandmother was dying, bro, with dementia, she said this to me. She was like, "Is Jesus even real? Why would he put me through this? All the praying I have done." This is the words that came out of her mouth before she died. Why would he put me through this? Is he even real? See, because all the praying she did, why would you have to go through a painful death when you're not remembering?
Mm-mm.
Everyone's life's experience are different, just like everyone. Right. And that's the thing. We're not saying anything about the way we're talking about Christianity. We're talking about the religion. It was forced through slavery. We did not, like they said, they gave that to us. We were beast. That's what they called us. The white man said it was beast. We were beast. And okay, so if you agree with that, that's cool. Look, I just don't get this shit. I understand. Like, are we actually helping y'all think different? Y'all trying to help us confliction of the mind and spirit. Look, this is the thing. Y'all just okay with this shit. Y'all okay with life. You're okay with slaving. You're okay with that shit. You're okay with being a slave. That's the point. That's the problem. You're
Confliction
okay
of
with
the
thinking
mind
the
and
white man
spirit.
is right.
Confliction of
Nigga,
the mind, experience, and spirit is using religion to neglect and abuse.
that okay, then that's what I'm saying. The problem is slave. The problem is you are a slave because of your religion. Your religion was given to you in slavery and you stuck with it. Who's okay with what you're saying? A lot of people not okay with what I'm saying. Your ancestors were slaves. You have to deal with what your ancestors allowed. And we're still slavery. You're going to do something you don't want to do because you have to pay bills, because you're forced to do this shit based off what they tell you
If you
life
don't pay
is.
your bills, you're gonna be homeless.
That's slavery, bro. It's slavery to go work every day. That shit is not natural. It's slavery. It's not it's natural to work every day, going to gather some food, you tilling a field. That's more natural than you going to work every day. We have to pay for land. Bro, it is so much land out here, Nick. Y'all see this land across the street? It is so much land over there. Why the hell do I gotta pay $10,000 for an acre? They didn't pay for shit. They came and said, "Oh, we'll give you what they said." They gave them $17 for goddamn half the country. They gave Native Americans $17 for half the country.
Crazy work.
These white people. That's what
You
I'm
could
trying
be
to
a
say.
slave to money.
And that's what we are. We're slaves to everything. We're because we're forced. We don't do it by choice. I work for myself, not no goddamn white man. I might do some work for him. You know what I'm saying? detailing cars. I do some other things too, and I farm. I can go show you chickens, pigs right now.
My thing is, I don't care what it is, who it is. I'ma question you. I'ma question it.
If the religion was so holy, why is it corruption inside of the religion? Why have Catholic popes been raping kids forever since the beginning of the religion? Yeah, because it's different. You're not in chains physically, you're in chains mentally. Appreciate you, bro. But yeah, like I just don't agree with all this. That's the thing, bro. I feel like it's truth in the religion too. That's why a lot of people are so strongly they believe so strongly in it. I just I don't. And I see how in these workforces, in these workplaces, how the Caucasian treats you. I see how I appreciate it, bro. And it's not easy. This shit is not easy, bro. It's been take. I made this decision in middle school, and I've been working since then. And not, no, I'm saying that because of the religion. I'm saying that mentally, like
Man, I don't care what you say. Like, if I just feel like it's contradicting to say that there's no negativity in religion when there's negative things in everything. It's not always all good. It's not always all positive. There's bad in everything. And
the
it's
light.
also your intent behind it. Like, if you're using
Thank you.
religion and you're abusing and manipulating it, then that's negative. That's not positive. It don't matter if you're a pastor, bishop, whoever.
And that's the thing, like, and no, I had this conversation with my grandma. I'm like, if if God created the devil, why are you blaming him? Why is he so bad? Why is the devil so bad? That's one of God's children too. You should not shame him. You should actually, if he has the power to run, to take the control over these people, it might not be a good thing, but is he strong? Is the devil stronger than God? If the devil has his grasp on the whole world, the devil is stronger than God. We are living in the devil's world. If I'm telling you, as soon as God seen us in chains, he should have came, stopped that shit his goddamn self. He should have click the reset button if he had to. I'm still stuck on slavery. See what I'm saying? I'm still stuck on why the fuck did we combine with these people? Why are we not segregated? That's what I'm stuck on. Why don't we have nothing for our own? Why is there no black owned banks? Why is there no black owned hospitals? Why is there rarely any black owned businesses? That's what I'm stuck on. I'm not a racist, but I understand what the white man has done to my people and are continuing to do through slavery, through religion. My fault. It's the world we in. Yeah, look, why he did it with bro, but why he did it with them folk? Why he did it with Noah? Why he did it with Noah? Why didn't he do it when we needed it? We didn't need man, they didn't need that shit. They weren't. Yeah, but why do we treat each other that way? Because we are white on the inside. We hate black people because we are white on the inside because they hate us. If we agree with what they're doing, we hate ourselves by default. I understand some people have to do what they got to do. You might have to go to work and go work two jobs, do all this. But I don't agree with it.
I
And
feel
we got to
like
ask, why do
poverty
we
is
treat each
hell
other?
too.
Oh, for sure. The shit I seen the I ain't see the but I seen the body. I ain't see the 3 year old do the killing, but I pulled up right after the 3 year old just got done killing somebody. Like the fuck you. That's slavery. That's slavery.
I
That's fact.
mean,
But why are we like that though? Because we think like the white man. We don't think like ourselves. Anywhere it's been white people, black people have been destroyed. The only places black people or indigenous people have been destroyed are the people who was all deep in the fucking forest where they couldn't get to because they would have died. They were never built like us. They can't do what we do. That's why that's why they need niggas to work jobs. They need niggas on the plantation, which is America. America is the plantation. Right, I don't look down on it, but I understand what it's doing to our people. Working a job has destroyed my mother. It's destroyed my grandfather. It's destroyed people based off how them white people has treated him. He treats his family bad, but still to treat the white man good because he's conditioned that way. He been working since he was 9 years old. I'm from the South. This slavery shit ain't never end.
but then not even on top of that, for me, religion controls how people think. Like whether you want to believe that or not, it does have an effect
Hey,
mentally on how you think. It's a lot of religious people, like when it comes to the whole LGBTQ and stuff like that. Like I feel like if it wasn't for religion, a lot of people wouldn't be so hateful towards it or even open minded towards it. Not saying I support that lifestyle because I don't agree with it, but it's not because of religion. It's because it doesn't support creating life.
I mean, if the factories are that, why is any other job not that? I think working for them is that. And look to the I got Queen Nefertiti tatted on me. Like I have so many books, but I don't like to talk about my knowledge from books. I like to talk about real life, what I can learn for myself.
Any job really is a plantation. If you don't do what your boss say or the manager say, you
Yeah, do
gonna get
black people
fired.
do that multiply? I get it. Look, but it's like you said, where I learned this from. Christians will be like, if you heard it in a book, you can't believe everything in a book, but then will tell you a quote out the Bible, like,
But then this my thing too. When people quote the Bible, like they just go off of the whole off of that. Like they just quote the Bible. They're not actually saying why this is why um I believe this. Like they're not using the critical thinking too. They're just using this quote and this is just what it is. Like you're not saying, oh well, this is why this makes sense. Logically, you just because you gotta think about it, the Bible is not moral. It's not moral. It's not moral and it's not really even, I mean, some of it might be logical, but majority of it, I don't even think majority of it is logical.
yeah. Uh, what you mean by not against it? Like,
No,
yeah,
I didn't say that all
no,
of a word. I'm just saying like there
I think
are
I missed that.
because I had said that if it that basically I was saying that religion controls a lot of people's perspectives and how they view things. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's
Me
like
too.
kind of a known thing. Like, a lot of people that are religious don't agree with, the gay lifestyle, the LGBTQ. And I'm saying, I feel like that's because of religion, because if it wasn't, because of religion, and people saying, oh, that it's a sin to be gay and all this and that, why would people not be open to it, or even be like, okay, well, or like, accept it, basically, is what I'm saying.
I ain't accepting it. I'm
I
just saying,
mean,
speaking
I
for
don't
me.
agree with the lifestyle, but it's not I'm saying religion is not influencing me to think, oh,
Do
this
that
is not
shit
right
behind
because of God.
closed doors. If you gay, do it behind closed doors. Don't let our children see it. I don't agree with that shit. Let a motherfucker find out they gay. Don't force it on them. If you gay, do that shit behind closed doors.
Well, I was like, do you
Don't dress
understand?
like dude dressing like a girl like that, nigga. You're mentally fucked.
No, I don't. No, I don't agree with the lifestyle, but it's not because of religion. It's just because when you think about it, for whatever reason that you have that you're against it. But it's not. I'm not saying religion don't influence that. I'm saying for a lot of people, they automatically don't agree with it because they feel like God, it's against God and all this and that. That's what I'm saying. A lot of religion controls people's views on stuff. It's not their own thinking that's like, okay, that makes sense. Like, it's somebody
All
else's.
right now, but I gotta like what defines like I understand right and wrong is wrong, but what defines that? Does the book define it, or does nature define it? I'm pretty sure nature defines it, not a. And that's what I'm trying to get people to realize. Like, if right is right and wrong is wrong, does the book decide that? If the book decides that, then the book said being a slave is right. If the book decides it, but if nature decides it, being a slave is wrong. That's why we must get back to nature, not a book. I ain't hurt by the church. I don't like what it's doing to my people. I don't like what
Yeah, that's what
religion is
I'm about to
doing
say.
to
I
people.
agree with what you say. I'm not saying that I'm church. Cause like even when I was when I was telling my therapist all this stuff, she was saying like you're very passionate about it. And I'm like, I am passionate about it because
What
I
time is it?
see it's 11:52.
Bet. I need to get out by like 12:15. We good though.
All right. Yeah, but I'm not church hurt. I just see the negative in it, and I've had negative experiences with it. So
And church did not hurt me in any way because I never really agree. I never really. It just didn't click with me. Praying to Jesus never clicked with me. It's like so I never was really hurt by the church. I just am hurt by the people around me like that can't really see that this religion is not really helping us. And like Buddy said, I'm a man of God. I'm not any. I don't belong to any religion. I'm a man of God, and I can see God right here, right there in that
you
dirt.
don't have to be righteous to be in the church. Like you don't have to live righteous just to be in the church. You don't have to follow religion to be righteous.
This is what we can look at, bro. Like no animals put each other in slaves in chains. No, no animals are having sex when the other animal is not ready or too young. No, like that's why we have to look into nature for our because if we look in the books, it's so many books out here that will tell you, oh yeah, it's right to do so much fuckery. Just like Christianity tells you it's right to be a slave.
Yeah.
My channel is if you search Lerito Lerritho. It's the last comment, what's the name drop? Empress or the comment before last is up there.
But I mean, yeah, I was hurt by somebody I was hurt by a pastor. You feel me? But I feel like I just take it as somebody that claimed to be a higher religious leader that made a bad decision. But obviously, that's gonna influence the way I feel about religion if you know it was the leader of the church. You know what I'm saying? doing what he did, but I feel like people just gotta be open minded
My
and
bad.
that realize that everything that we have been told is not necessarily the truth or the way that it has been presented to us. But
She was asking you about a channel you mentioned. I don't know who she was talking. What channel you said?
oh, I probably might have said Bobby Hemmett or Young Pharaoh.
I don't know.
The old Young Pharaoh, but I think I think I said Bobby Hemmett. More than likely, I said Bobby Hemmett. But yeah, watch Bobby Hemmett's sermon. What's your channel? Oh, she must be. I think she's talking about you because she said, "What's your channel?"
No, it's Lerito. Leritho. I don't know if she talking to me still. And then
Mhm.
she should they can just click on your channel through here. But yeah,
Yeah,
I don't.
She is talking about yours. She said, "I am."
Oh yeah, it Lerito Leritho. You gonna see music pop up, but if you click the account that the music's from, it's gonna say BBT's explicit experience. But Lerito. But yeah, I don't really hate. I don't really I'm not really hurt by
I think that
Christianity.
yeah, that's it.
Yes, ma'am. No, that not the T before the I. Take that T before the I and then that's it. Leritho. But yeah. Well,
But I mean, I don't know. I just feel like when people get off into the whole spirituality and the conscious stuff, like that's something some people gotta find on their own time and stuff like that. Cause I mean, I'm really not here to convince nobody or nothing. I'm just providing you my opinion and information that I learned on my own time because everything that I talk about, like I'm doing research about it. And yeah, videos are informational too. So it don't necessarily have to be a book. I mean, yeah, it can be a book, but videos are informational just as well and stuff like that. They can provide information, but all of it is information. Books, um,
right.
like what you call it, lectures, videos. It's all just different ways of information, really.
Right. And I'm gonna say this. I apologize for if I was offending or like trying to put your walk down. That ain't what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make it question it. You see what I'm saying? I just want to make it question your walk. If following a book is okay for you, that's cool. But I just suggest people try to let spirit lead you. Like you say, let spirit lead. Right. Facts. Because I have a whole bunch of Christians that follow me, but I don't speak on Christianity. I just speak on my thoughts, really. And that's one because I don't like to do that because then you start getting people unfollowing you. But then yeah, it's all right.
I mean, even with my YouTube channel, it's not really about Christianity. Like a lot of the stuff that I talk about is my personal life experiences, but I do just say I will, say how I feel or my opinion or this is why. I came to what I came to when it comes to religion and stuff like that. But um at the end of the day, like, you have to have you have to decide what's right for you. If you feel like it's religion, it's religion. If you feel like it's spirituality, it's spirituality. It's just using your critical thinking skills and not just believing all this information that you're being told, because I question a lot of information that was being told to me.
Right. And that's the thing. It's like, is it wrong to question your religion? Is it wrong? Cause like Buddy was the shit that Stealth was saying. It was making me question. Like, yeah, he was giving very valid points, but and it did make me look deeper into certain things. But I still stand on what I stand on about it. I mean, and that's the thing. Like, we all are uh have the right to change. I can be the most spiritual person right now and then be Christian tomorrow. I would never do that, but I'm saying everybody has the right to do that. That's what they choose.
Right? You could be
If that's what's
Christian
working for
today.
you, whatever works for you, right? But I just want people to have the power and not let the church mislead. If you have a church with a few people that is the best church, ain't no getting over, that's great. I love that for y'all, but I just know what I have experienced
Yeah,
and what I've seen.
definitely, definitely. I mean, um, you just have to also, like, it's okay to, like you said, question the religion. It's okay. It's okay to question the pastor, because he might be saying stuff, it just, using it to his benefit. It might not necessarily be with goodwill or good intention. So it's just like, if you notice a pastor is doing certain things and stuff like that that's not right, don't I wouldn't advise you to continue to go to that church.
Right.
I would leave.
Right. But if it's working, hey, let it work.
That's what I'm saying. I'm about healthy. Like, if it's healthy for you, then do it. But if it's not healthy for you, if it's toxic for you, then don't.
Exactly.
And I always say, any religion, if I was gonna be religious, I feel like any religion, it probably might be Buddha I would follow. But other than that, all these other religions, I don't agree with a lot of the stuff that they want you to do. So
I feel that. I feel that. I just don't agree with the term church hurt. If you're questioning, why does it have to be church hurt if you question your religion? I don't really see how that is healthy. How that's a healthy way of thinking. And that's the thing. Labels ruin are ruining the world. Labels.
labels and titles.
Hmm.
Because to me, even when it come down to the spirituality stuff, like, you could say you spiritual, you could say you Christian, you could say you a Jehovah Witness, or you Bishop such and such. But if you not doing right by people, if you not actually helping the community and stuff like that, all that gets stripped away.
Right.
Like, I don't care about a title. I don't care who you say you is. Like, I'm not gonna take it from you. I'm not taking it from you. I'm not, you feel me, whatever, but I'm just saying, like, I don't care if you say that you Bishop. I don't care if you was Bishop TD Jakes. If you ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I had to live. I had to pull over.
if you harming the community
How
and
you doing?
using it, using,
I'm good. I can't
your,
complain.
um, what you call it? Like, uh, you using your power position to abuse and manipulate, then all that other stuff go out the window. So, Yeah, I think people just need to stop getting caught up in titles and all that type of stuff and look at the person. Because if people start really looking at who people are and what they're doing and stuff like that, it won't, the whole titles and bishop and the pastor and sister such and such and the first lady, that stuff don't even matter. It doesn't even matter for real.
That's right.
Even if you is doing good, to me still it doesn't matter. Like, if you're a good person, you're a good person and you have a heart to help the community. That's all you know what I'm saying. That's really what it's about. It's not about, oh, I'm first lady such and such and I'm bishop this and that. Like, that stuff really don't matter and people get so caught up in it.
Facts. I need to get to work, Devonsia.
All right,
This was
good
a great
luck.
live. I appreciate everybody joining.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
uh,
was good. It was good though. We had some people in the comments, they was tapping in.
I feel that. But yeah, uh, gotta make this dang on money. Gotta keep it going. Even though
Yeah.
I'd rather do this all day, make YouTube videos. But
Man, that's what I'm saying. Like, we hit 1K subscribers, like, and get the watch hours and stuff where it need to be at. Like, I think both of our YouTube channels is gonna
this
go up.
might this might mess around and blow up. We might get it off this.
Man,
Real.
like,
But I'm about to go try to make this money. I'm gonna talk to y'all good people. You have a nice day, Alexis.
yeah,
All right,
everybody.
Devontae.
All right,
I'll hit you back.
all right, all right. Well, um, that's the end of our live. I already have a podcast basically in the works. I just have to get the equipment, but this is really just hmm, somebody said I'm back. Yeah, we done with the live for today, but I mean, this is a podcast for real. Like, I just have to get my podcast equipment, but this is about to be a podcast because my cousin, we about to start doing this podcast. So this is really just um the beginning of my podcast. But no, I'm about to get off live because I've been on here for an hour and however long. But y'all can subscribe to his YouTube if you want to subscribe to mine. That would be great too. If you want to share the live. Um, but no, we just um really talking about our opinions and stuff when it comes to not only religion but the stuff going on in the world and um the system that's corrupt. But like I said, I'm about to start a podcast, and this is really just a natural diamond. One of the episodes of that makes us us. Yeah, it shouldn't. But a lot of people normalize abuse. It's all different. It's different. It's different forms of abuse. It's financial abuse, mental abuse, physical abuse. Manipulation is a form of abuse. Like, but like I said, I'm about to start this podcast. We about to have different guests on there and stuff like that. So if y'all subscribe to my YouTube channel, then y'all will know when I post for the podcast. and stuff like that. Um, like he said, like, and I even said in the live before it got started, before people came in, it might have been a couple people in, like, you know, we don't really subscribe to religion, so it's like, if you don't, you feel me, if you don't agree to what we be saying, you know, you don't have to watch the live or none of that. But I already made that known. But yeah, I'm about to get off of here and stuff like that. But I might get back on live later and stuff or whatever, and talk about something else. But y'all have a good day, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Who is this? Yeah, you are right though. Like, it never is appropriate to cover up abuse at all. All right, y'all. Well, I'm about to get off of here, so uh, I will talk to y'all in the next live. So.